Hey everyone, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're having fantastic Thursday. Right on. Before we start, as always, let's give it a like, retweet, or repost since the name change, and a comment. We will start shortly. Let's give it 1 minute for everyone to join. If you are here to present, please request to come up on the stage, and I will bring you up. Justin, I see you there. Bitrock is here. Hello. All good, my friend. All good. Just about to start. I see people keep joining. How is my sound? If you can give a thumbs up, thumbs down, if it's not good or not. While I will be accepting everyone to come on stage.
Yeah, you're all good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think you have some background noise over there, Just. I'm not sure if it's you. And make sure you are on the, if you are here to speak and present, make sure you are from the phone so we don't have any issues with the space. So I have its folio here. Welcome. You guys are a surprise from our friend MVP. And let's see who else is here. The Gram, the friends over there from the Gram. It would be good to have them to bring some update. Doglord is here, Bitrock is here, its follow is here, and we are good to go. Give me 1 second. Okay, welcome everyone. As you noticed, JB unfortunately will not be here with us. She is sick, so yeah, hopefully she will get well soon. Prayers to hers. And yeah, welcome everyone. As always, weekly roundup over here. We have 4 projects tonight. And the first project to go will be, so we have BTC Bulldog, we have Bitrock, the Gram, and its folio. Again, if you are here to support your project, please make sure you drop links, you drop or any shilling content within the comment section. At the same time, give it a like, a retweet, and yeah, let's get some exposure for the project that we have here tonight. And also, let's follow all the projects that are here. Give them a follow. Let's support each other because that's crypto, supporting each other and growing all together. With that being said, if you are new here, welcome. DeFi Dojo. We had the rebrand just a few days ago from Ninja Lounge to DeFi Dojo. We are a crypto community, and yeah, we try to offer as much as we can to the crypto space when it comes to education, privacy, security. We have our Dojo series every Friday, and yeah, make sure I will not spend much time talking about DeFi Dojo, but make sure you give us a follow and join our Telegram. And yeah, each project will have 15 minutes, more or less 15 minutes. So to pitch and tell us about the project. For most of you, you have had an AMA with us in the past, so it would be good to give us like some updates, what's been going on and what you have achieved so far. And yeah, let's start with BTC Bulldog Finance. These guys have been killing it. I'm not sure if you have seen the chart. Again, if you are here to support the project or if you are from the team, make sure you drop all the relevant links in the comment section in here, charts, Telegram, or anything that you find valuable. And I have Doglord with me. Welcome.
Hey man, you okay?
Amazing, bro. Yeah, thanks for coming by again. You guys have been doing an amazing job. So, if you can, for those who don't know, if you can give us a really short intro of what's the project about and yeah, what you guys been building these days.
Yeah man, so my name is Sergio Philip. Yeah, we had an AMA. I think we had two actually, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Yeah, our project it's um, crypto passive income ecosystem. So everything we do with the project, it's gonna earn new passive income. All the utilities are gonna be based on passive income. Yeah, like we have the token that gives you rewards and reflection. NFTs are doing the same, and nonetheless, new utility that we've brought in like 2 months ago, it's crypto mining. So yeah, that's a short presentation for what we're trying to achieve and where we're going to.
Right on. So, in terms of, I've noticed, and I guess everyone in our community, the DeFi Dojo, has noticed that the price, the chart keeps going up and up. I think you are about 20x the past few days, if I'm not mistaken. So, what's going
Yeah.
on? Why is everyone kind of like rushing, buying, and yeah, what are the news?
Yeah, man. I think the work we've put in the last 1 year and a half, it's starting paying off. You know what I mean? And what's happening? Why the chart is growing so much and people are holding? Because the new utility that we brought in 2 months ago, it's to get in our mining pool and start earning from it. You need to buy 1K worth of tokens, and you need to hold those tokens to keep your ability to mine with our pool. So basically, that's what's happening recently. People joining the project and they're buying in, so they have access to that premium utility we have. Nonetheless, obviously, you'll see some traders between those buys as well. And I think people possibly just started to see the potential of the project, and they're just accumulating. We have some things in the future, because obviously having only buys, it's somehow affecting the liquidity over time. So we already had a few injections, and we'll keep doing them to stabilize, as much as we can. But we have funds prepared to buy back as well in case someone decides to leave the project as an investor or whatever. So we're trying to keep it as secure as we can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And seems like again, you guys have created some form or sort of thing, let's say, when it comes to the chart, when it comes to people buying it. In terms of returns, you mentioned passive income. What does that mean, and what's kind of like the passive income in terms of money? How much money they can make based on, of course,
Hmm.
of how much they will invest. But if you can give us some numbers.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, to get the premium utility, like I've said before, you need to buy $1,000 worth of tokens.
How much is
We're
that
not.
right now?
I'm not sure, to be honest, because we've we had a quick growth in the last few days, and it keeps changing every day. So I don't know. I think it's around 350K tokens, something like that at the moment. The thing is, with this, you need, so if you bought 350K tokens, yeah, for 1K, those 350K tokens, if you want to join the mining pool, you need to keep them. They're not locked, we're not locking them, or we're not doing anything. You keep it in your wallet. The value is going to grow. You're just not allowed to sell it if you want to keep using our utility. Now, in terms of what the utility means, once you gained access to it, you're going to be available to buy contracts, mining contracts that's going to attach to our mining pool. What that means, you'll basically invest in the mining pool, and you'll get a 10% weekly, 10% ROI investment per week. So you'll get, if you invest, for example, $500, which is minimum, you'll get $50 per week for a year. the contract it's for a year, 365 days.
That's I mean that's a great return. To be fair, 10% every week, and maybe we can talk a bit about the miners and how you guys kind of achieving such returns. And have you received any comments is it Ponzi in terms of you have to again you are not locking any money as you mentioned, but have you received any such comments within your Telegram?
We haven't received any comments like that. I've just seen people, which I talked with, and they just didn't say anything, but they didn't invest. I'm sure there are people that are still thinking. I mean, it's normal for an investor to take precautions, and I think every investor has its own. How can I say this? Its own way of taking these precautions. You know what I mean? But we've been on the market for a year and a half, and we have people that believed in us since then and stayed with us until now. They know we're not gonna bring something to the community that's gonna be risky. You know what I mean? Obviously we're gonna bring something that's good for the investors and on the project. We will not. I mean, we will not risk anything to harm the project in the future. But yeah, like you said, I think people are still reticent on this. The thing is, with these returns in 10 weeks, you get your initial investment back. So now this Saturday, because the payouts for these utilities are every Saturday, this Saturday is the 9th payout. So in 1 week's time, the first people that join the mining pool will have their investment returned to them, and it's going to be only profit for the remaining time of the year.
Can people compound their weekly earnings?
We have a few people compounding, but we have others that they just take profit. I mean, not everyone is thinking the same, so it doesn't matter to us. Whoever wants to take profit, take profit. If you want to compound, you can compound. It's up to you. I mean, you make your own investment strategy. I mean, we're not going to say anything like guys compound or not compound. It's up to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, F Bomb has been dropping some more details in our Telegram chat, so you can check some more information over there. And then at the same time, I have pinned their Telegram link over the space here, so it will be easier for you to join and check them out. Now, in terms of growth, is there kind of a cap? Let's say if how many people can buy and join, because at some point it won't.
Obviously,
Mhm.
yeah, obviously, because obviously we're like when you join the mining pool, obviously we are renting the equipment and everything, and at some point we will not have will not have more where to take where to take them to rent them basically. So yeah, at some point it might stop. We might stop it for a week or for 2 weeks, stop people buying it until we get more farms available, or whatever. But in terms of at the minute, let's put it this way, we're far of achieving the full potential, and we're always looking for the growth of the business. So we will look in other ways to expand the teraHs we rent, so we can accommodate everyone.
Yeah, absolutely, and it makes sense, and that's good, man. That's good. I mean, we've been knowing each other. I think it's a year now, about a year now, you guys have been working, and now kind of like you're getting these rewards that you deserve for all these months or a year. I think it's been a year. I'm not sure. I've lost track of time, but yeah,
Mhm.
definitely well deserved over there. You have done an amazing job. Other than, is it kind of like the main focus of the project, like the miners right now, or are you guys building anything else on the side?
No, man, obviously we're not gonna stop we're not gonna stop here. This is only the start, it's we're just building the foundation now. I know we've kept building for like a year and a half, but we're still at the foundation stage at the moment. We have loads of things to do. We're changing the NFTs on the BSC. We'll integrate them more in the system. Our contract is already updated. We've migrated to 2 months ago. We've implemented more functions and updates on the contract so it can accommodate the future developments that we're gonna have. But yeah, there are a lot of things coming now that we basically start moving more fast for the last 2 months, so we can start build faster now. Let's put it this way.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the team over there, just an FYI, because I saw bombs like posts in the main chat, is dogs. They are pretty there. You can know who is behind the project, and definitely they will not run away with your money. Otherwise, we know where they live. They are pretty close. We are pretty close, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man.
No,
And
it's I'm KYC.
I
Most
know,
all the team. It's on our web page. We're
I
all
know, man.
yeah.
I know you. As I said, you guys have been working really hard, so it wouldn't even worth the effort at this point in time, like doing something like that. But yeah, keep building, man. Keep building. Again, you are getting a reward for all the hard work. Um, right. Anything else that you want to add? I know that you are time limited at the same time, but again, we encourage all the projects that are here tonight if they can stay until the end. And once each and every project kind of like does their presentation, we can have like a Q&A or projects collab and connect together. So yeah, stay tuned till the end. But Doglord, anything else that you want to add, or any kind of like a closing statement from your side?
Uh, yeah, well, I can say it's guys, if you wanna check up a project that it kept building whatever the market conditions were last year, and we managed to achieve the first steps. Let's put it this way, first steps of our project. Yeah, come check us out on Telegram. You don't need to invest or anything. Just come check us out. We can have a chat. We can get to know each other, and you guys can do whatever you feel comfortable. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for having us, and hope we can do this again.
Absolutely, anytime, guys. Anytime. So really excited to have you here. And a really good point. You don't have to invest. Just join their Telegram. Have a feel, kind of like what is the energy and the vibes of the community. How is the team doing? And do your research. If you feel comfortable, go for it. If you don't, just stay there for the fun. Because F Bomb
Exactly.
is a really funny guy.
Yeah, he is.
But thank you so much again. Make sure you join their Telegram, give them a follow over here, and let's support each other. And yeah, that was BTC Bulldog Finance. Right on, right on. Again, just a reminder, I have here as co-host Kermit, who is LM, if you know him from Telegram, from our group. He's supporting me with the Telegram links and all that stuff. JB unfortunately cannot make it today. She is sick. Next up, we have our friends from Bitrock, another project over there, building really strong. They have their chain live. They have few projects that they have launched over there. But yeah, let's welcome them. and give us an update. What you guys have achieved since our last AMA. I know there are a lot of things, but yeah, let's see how much you can cover.
Yeah. So, hi guys. First of all, hi everyone. Thanks for having us back. I think last time we were on Telegram. This time it's on Twitter. So, really nice to be back and on a different platform as well. Seems like definitely a huge turnout here. So nice to see. I'm going to give a very quick intro for the sake of time, and then kind of go into what's happened since we've last been on an AMA with Ninja Lounge or DeFi Dojo now. So our last AMA was on August 17th, I think. So that's over a month ago. First of all, Bitrock is a layer 2 Ethereum sidechain, so blockchain. It is a proof of authority blockchain, unlike most other Ethereum layer 2 solutions, which are, for the most part, proof of stake. We have been live as a project for over 2 months now, since July 13th. The blockchain development happened before launch, and we launched with a live testnet. On day 3, we put out the mainnet. And the project was completely stealth launched. So there's no venture capital, there's no private sales, pre-sales, none of that type of stuff. So there's nothing locked. Everything is circulating. Our total supply is 100 million, and that's the same as our circulating supply as well. Our gas fees are pretty much near zero. It's like pretty much something like 0.401. Block times are 2 seconds, probably even less. That's just what we advertise though. Around 12,000 max TPS, transactions per second. And for context, Arbitrum is something around 14, it can be up to 14 seconds. 14 seconds for block time. And for transactions per second, we're actually almost double Polygon Matic, which is at 7,000. So pretty strong on all fronts here. Again, the chain itself has been live for over 2 months as well. We partnered with Sphinx Labs, full integration into their ecosystem. So that's their bridge, their swap, their launchpad, their app, their token locker, liquidity locker, all that type of stuff. So our bridge currently is through there to bridge to the mainnet. We're also listed on Bitmart, BitGet, and most recently, as of 2 days ago, MEXC as well, and I'll get to that in a minute. But our mainnet is also integrated into Bitmart, so you can deposit and withdraw mainnet Bitrock through Bitmart or to and from Bitmart directly, basically bypassing the bridge. So that's a very quick intro. So I mean, where do I start? Since we've been back, since we've been on about a month ago or over a month ago now, a lot has happened. I'll try to get through as much of it as I can. Probably gonna miss out on a couple of things. My memory isn't great. I do have some notes though, so that helps. But yeah, so first of all, obviously the usual stuff we've had. Lots of AMAs. I think this is probably our 25th AMA in 2 months since we've been live, which is crazy. It's pretty much almost 2 or 3 a week, but something around that. I think maybe my math is off. But yeah, and we've had obviously PR campaigns, we've had YouTube videos, we've had banners, we've had marketing, we've had Twitter partners added to our list. We've partnered with Travelad, with Mando CT. There's a whole bunch of partners that we've added onto our kind of long-term strategic partnership roster that we continuously grow. We don't kind of just pick out anyone with a whole bunch of followers. That's not what we do. We do our research, essentially kind of make sure that the people that we're partnering with are actually interested in the project and not just doing something just for the sake of getting paid. So I kind of forgot to introduce myself, so very quickly, my name's Procrastinator. I help the Bitrock team in the capacity of PR, AMAs, hosting, stuff like that. Also community management, strategy, and advisory. So the 4 core team members I help them out sometimes with stuff within the project, but mostly my work is in community management and AMAs and stuff like that. And yeah, that's kind of a lot of what happened on the PR or marketing or news side. Then there's a whole bunch more on listings and developments. So like I mentioned, a couple of days ago, we listed on MEXC. We are obviously well aware that MEXC has had a very shaky reputation over the last few months, maybe more. But we were also made aware of, so we were against listing on there initially, but we were made aware of a change in management and ownership, I think a month ago or a few weeks ago. And the team monitored new listings there for a few weeks before deciding to kind of take the leap and basically add that to our list of exchanges as an additional point of access to liquidity and stabilizing the project further. And that's gone well for us so far. So we did see a little bit of an increase in price because of that, thankfully. Obviously, we don't specifically need to talk about price, but that's kind of on an uptrend at the moment, which is nice to see. We've had our audit finished. So the contract was audited and so was the blockchain itself with CTD-SEC. And for those who don't know, CTD-SEC has worked with DEX tools, Ripple, Ethereum. They're very well known in the audit space. The blockchain essentially went under an audit process for about 3 weeks to a month. There were multiple security updates that happened during that time. As part of our package with them, we have a cybersecurity team assembled with CTD-SEC or through CTD-SEC who monitor the chain in real time. They apply security updates as well in conjunction with the Bitrock dev team. So that happened during the auditing process, and that enabled us to achieve actually 100% score. And for those who want to see the report is available on GitHub and our Telegram as well, on CTD-SEC's Twitter and GitHub as well. And they have all the testing scenarios and all the kind of different types of testing that were done that tested the blockchain and the contract. So we're very proud of that. That was probably a month ago now, or maybe a few weeks ago. We've been integrated into AvaDex, Bitmart, like I said, as a mainnet, PinkSale, Gecko Terminal, DexView, DEX Tools. The list keeps growing, and obviously our mainnet will continue to also be integrated with further exchanges, the ones that were listed on, as well as further platforms and wallets as well. So that's kind of part of what the team is working on at the moment.
Really good stuff, really good stuff. In terms of, to give you like a second to breathe as well.
Yeah.
In terms of the blockchain, if you maybe can touch a bit on that. Again, when it comes to the actual project and the chart, yeah, you guys are doing really well, are holding really nice and strong. I think you are 7-8 million market cap right now. You've been holding that floor of 5 to 7 million market cap. And it seems like it's a really strong floor. When it comes to the chain, how many projects do you have over there live and running?
Yeah, so we kind of split on-chain projects into kind of 2 different sections. And I kind of want to leave the first section for a bit later because I was going to talk about it. And that's the official project or partner projects. And then we have unofficial projects, which are basically just anyone can launch anything they want on the blockchain. To my knowledge, I haven't kind of done an exact count, but I think we have, in terms of actual functioning, living projects, not kind of one-day-olds and stuff like that. I think we have something around 20-something, or maybe 30 in total. But again, that's just the projects that are kind of alive or something like that. Could be more, could be less. I'm not sure. My math might be off. But again, at the end of the day, the unofficial projects, and I'll get to kind of why there's a segregation. The unofficial projects, the team and I also don't monitor too much because again, it's a blockchain and anyone can launch anything they want. But I mean, the blockchain is pretty buzzing, to be honest. I mean, since it was live, we've had almost $2 million worth of Bitrock bridged over to the mainnet. So that's pretty much over 25% of the supply now, or at the time that I last checked. The blockchain went over 3 million blocks validated or mined. We've had over something like 60,000 transactions, and we have over 4,000 active wallets, and obviously that continues to grow day by day. September obviously was kind of a very boring month for crypto for the most part. So the growth there it did grow, but it was less than it was in August and July as well. But looking up at October, we're kind of anticipating more growth because we do have a few catalysts, which I'll get to. But I mean, you kind of took a few kind of points off my list, which is great. So thank you for that. But I do also want to mention that the team released a token builder, and very quickly, what that is that it's a very user-friendly platform, accessible it's a browser link basically, and it's kind of just a user-friendly tool which enables anyone to launch a project on our chain by simply entering a few parameters without any coding or technical knowledge. So you just put in like your total supply, token name, marketing tax, like very standard functions. And then you kind of connect your wallet, you deploy the contract, you add liquidity, and there's tutorials on every step of this, and that's it. The contract itself cannot be touched. So it's a kind of preloaded standard contract underlying the token builder. So there's no risk of kind of malicious activity in the contract itself, such as like honeypots or delayed honeypots or stuff like that, or blacklist functions, none of that stuff. Obviously, you still have things on the liquidity side or on team side, like marketing farms and stuff like that. But it is kind of a safety measure, and it does help also make it easier for people to launch projects on our chain. So that helps. And we also got integrated into Trust Wallet's swap. So if you actually go to Trust Wallet swap itself, so within the app, not through a DEX or something like that, you would be able to swap to and from Ethereum Bitrock, from ETH or any other Ethereum token, essentially. And like I said, I covered kind of the major blockchain stuff. We also introduced mainnet staking, so for Bitrock. So right now, we have staking live on the Ethereum side. We have staking live on the mainnet side. And for the Ethereum side, it was at 30%. It was just reduced today to 10%. And obviously that's for sustainability and long-term growth. On the mainnet side, it was at 60. It is now at 30 as of today, coincidentally enough. So again, for sustainability and so on. And kind of getting more on the project side, kind of coming back to your point, more on the official project, what the Bitrock team did is that they essentially launched an initiative whereby project teams, any project team that wants to launch their own project on the Bitrock chain, have the opportunity to partner with Bitrock for their launch, for their support, for their marketing, and for publicity and stuff like that, by undergoing a vetting process, including a KYC with our Assure DeFi KYC partner, who the Bitrock team KYC'd themselves with as well. And there's a few other security measures. And in return, the team provides them with marketing on their channel, on the Bitrock channels, and also helps them with launch, marketing, support before, after, and during launch, and is there in case anything is needed. The projects are not from the Bitrock team themselves, but they're partnered with the Bitrock project. So we've had 3 so far. The first actually was launched by the Bitrock team themselves, and that is the RockSwap token. So RockSwap is our official DEX, which was built by the Bitrock team. So similar to PancakeSwap, except PancakeSwap is not by Binance, it's just a different team, but RockSwap is the actual Bitrock team. So PancakeSwap token, RockSwap token, same thing. It was a stealth launch, went from 3K market cap to right around 2 million in a few minutes. Crazy stuff, volume around 2 million, all-time highs around 2.5 million. So that was the first ever kind of official project on the chain. And then we had a couple of partner projects with different teams partnered with the Bitrock team. One is a multi-chain NFT or kind of NFT integration platform or display platform, kind of like a social media NFT type of thing, and they have their own NFT collections and stuff like that as well. We do know that there's an audience for that, so that was one of them, and they did a KYC as well. That was a pre-sale. It did fairly well. It's still ongoing, and they actually released or built the official NFT marketplace for Bitrock. So that project is called Wrapped Platform. And like I said, they actually built for the Bitrock chain its official NFT marketplace, which is live. And then the second official partner project, is Milestone Millions, which is Bitrock chain's first official rewards project. It's not just a simple kind of reflection type of thing. They have multiple different revenue streams that are upcoming, and some are already live to kind of drive rewards to its holders. And then obviously there are more coming. Many of the teams don't want to launch in September for obvious reasons. So we do have some upcoming official partner project launches in October as well, which is really exciting.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, it should drive like a lot more volume to the chain. So we're looking forward to that. And just a couple of bullet points on what's to come closer to October, and then I'll end it there. So like I said, we have more partner projects upcoming to be launched. And then obviously there's daily unofficial projects being launched. Some last a week, some last a day, your typical blockchain stuff. We have a Twitter thread contest going on. We have a hackathon coming up for people to launch their own projects on the chain. They can be unofficial, but the best kind of value for a project that will be launched will receive prizes. So details on that will come. We have our version 2 of Explorer coming up. So our own blockchain Explorer, similar to Etherscan. We're doing a revamp that's coming out in today or tomorrow. And we have the multi-chain DEX, which I've mentioned in our last AMA, our cross-chain integration layer on RockSwap. So you'd be able to buy tokens on different chains through RockSwap itself, which is very exciting. And lastly, wallet integrations. Trust Wallet is on the way with more to come. So I hope I managed to pack everything. I'll take a breath now, and I'll take it back to you.
No, absolutely. You definitely gave like a really good explanation, a really good description of what's the project about, what's the chain about, and what you have built so far, and what's about to come. Definitely check them out, and if we do have any project owners in here, and the chain might sound interesting to you, just stay here till the end. I'm not sure if you have time, procrastinator, to stay till the end, but yeah, we encourage everyone to stay till the end if you have time, and then we can have a chat all together and answer any questions if there are any.
I will try. It's just after midnight here in Dubai, which is where I'm based. So I'll try my best. But I do apologize if I have to leave a bit early.
All good,
again,
bro.
yeah, it's half past midnight, so.
All good, bro. All good. So that was Bitrock, everyone. Give them a follow here. Join their Telegram. I have pinned the Telegram within the Twitter space, the X space in here. Keep an eye on them. They are building really good stuff, and yeah, they are strong. They are becoming strong for the bull run, which should come anytime soon. Kind of like in a few months. Stay tuned. Be patient. And yeah, next up, we have our friend King from the Gram. I'm pretty sure most of you know him. But if you don't, then yeah, you will get to know him and what is Gram about. King, welcome.
Hey, brother. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Fantastic. Always enjoying the X spaces now, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, and especially the weekly roundups. Getting many different projects and hearing about their updates. So, what you got for us?
Nice, man. Thanks for having me. Well, I have this app I've been working on. It's a cool one, but I'll give you a backstory a little bit before I roll into just what I'm over here, what I'm up to. I've been in crypto for a good amount of time, and during my journey in crypto, it's been great. So during that time, we've all had to kind of like migrate to Telegram. It's been like that one-stop shop, that home that everyone congregates, and we find projects and we ape and we win some and we lose a lot. And during that time, I just kept losing a lot. The people around me kept losing a lot, but it wasn't necessarily because we were making uh, bad decisions on all of our plays, but the product also made it difficult for us. So we would join and thinking that we're going to be part of a bullish launch, but we see bots. We see all these malicious things happening, these front run, these pop ups, joining wrong groups. I mean, it can go on and on. And we continue to lose money because the product isn't made for the type of niche that we're in. So I decided, you know what? The product kept getting worse. I mean, the problem kept getting worse. So we decided to, you know what? In order for me to do something about it and not just complain, step up, put my money where my mouth is, and that's kind of what the gram was formulated into becoming. So I decided to not necessarily compete with such a strong, popular, well-funded, sound product like Telegram. I'd be crazy. So what I'm doing is I'm creating something that's in our niche, that's specific to us. Because if crypto is going to evolve and adopt and be kind of protected and sheltered into what we know it can become, that's why we love it so much. We kind of have to have some good people help leading the direction. And that's when I decided I want to be a part of one of those good people. So in order to control and help crypto to be safe, we needed to be able to own the code. It's kind of the new thing that I'm kind of shifting into. If things happen, we can make changes. We can adjust. So what the gram is, it's an alternative option for people that love crypto. I'm creating a premium experience for people that are serious about investing, serious about learning, serious about being a part of groups and projects that are serious about building. So it's going to be a separation, not a competition. I think that's important. So projects, serious investors can join the gram, can join and create groups, both public and private. They can then find projects because we're building something called an advertising wall. What I've done over the past year and a half is release something called what people are used to beta or prototype, and that's all it's been. What I've also been doing in the time is figuring out and getting my research done in the back end of what am I building, but also what do people want? What do investors want? What are they looking for in crypto, in a product that they can use to trade, to buy, to ape, to meet new people, to network, to partner, to do all these different things in spectrum of crypto. So that's what I've done. But in order to do it where it made sense, I needed to offer more. So I just continued to do my research. Well, how can we offer more? So then the new version of the gram, because again, as I mentioned, we were just beta. I've redeveloped, I've redesigned from complete scratch. Went out and got the best designers I can find so I can kind of step back now that I know what I need to build. And I went out and got the best developers that I need to find so that they can go out and build what these great designers have now reconstructed. What I want to do is put out a product that is up to par with the ones that are already leading the way. And I think that's a great and fair starting point. So people can come over to the gram, find crypto projects because we're rebuilding an advertising wall. Find projects that are trending because we're having our own version of trending because that's what an all-in-one ecosystem should consist of. We'll also have a social feed because people want to have fun. So what the social feed will consist of is like now we're on X. I can make a post right now and I'll get probably a few likes, but I'm not rewarded for that necessarily unless Elon says, well, you have to have 5 million impressions, you have to do this and all these different requirements, you got to get subscription. So I have a system on the gram that way. If you make a post on our feed, you're rewarded with something called grams. Collect them. They'll be rewarding later. So grams will allow you to just, wow, I'm earning grams for every like I get. You can use those in the ecosystem in our game room to do different things, to trade, and to other utilities that are currently being built for that feature specifically. Also, when you create a group as a crypto projects, let's say you want to collect wallet addresses. You want to whitelist your members, or all these different things. Or you need to have a dedicated area where you can post your contract address so your members or users can easily find them. But let's say you're tired of creating multiple groups. I built in an auto translation feature where, you know what, you don't have to create a Chinese community, a Russian community, a Spanish community, or this community, or that community. No, just have one community, and everyone can speak, can chat, can get to know each other, can follow their investment easily without having to feel like there's a language barrier or you're not a part of the main group or the cool kids club. Everyone is in one ecosystem, and everything just builds where it works. So based on your device's language, you'll see what the content translate for you, and you respond in your language, and it'll, for example, I speak English, it'll translate in English for me. So that's how we start. And there's a lot of premium aspects to it: locked rooms, VIP badges, voice chat. Even our voice chat, I completely enhanced it. We're going to have, like, even on here, X, the simple emojis. Now I've upgraded it to 3D. They'll also animate. We have designated areas in voice chat, so there's key holders area. But I went even further to expand on that. We're having a speaker area, VIP subscriber area, member area. People will be able to even do giveaways, because I've seen that projects, lounges, they often do giveaways. So instead of having to create duck races and all this nonsense, I built a custom giveaway feature. That way you can click a button, choose what you're giving away, let the app do the work, not you. So I can keep going on and on and on, but our prototype is available. I made the app available the entire time I wanted to build it. The reason being is people can see that I can do it. Because that's a big important factor. Is, yes, you can have this great big promise, but can you deliver? So I started building the app, and the minute I had one tab, I sent it to Apple to show people, well, I can even get it approved. I got it approved in about 6 hours. Then I made the app available, and I tell everyone, join me. I'm going to be building a product. Come join it, test it, use it, break it, whatever you need to do. Join me on the journey. And when I'm done, I promise you I'll deliver a really, really solid project. So that's kind of where we are. It's been it's over a year and a half now. At the end of the year, we're going to hit our 2-year mark. And that's when that new product gets upgraded. That's when we go to market. That's when marketing starts. That's when something called our NF keys that we've had really, really key people that stepped in to say, hey, King, I'll support you. I'll grab a key to unlock whatever it is you're up to over here. And those keys will unlock rewards. They'll unlock the VIP experience. They'll unlock a lot. So if you're like, hey, I like this product, imagine being able to hear Telegram pitch or X pitch or Discord pitch and being like, hey, this is interesting. Let me go check it out, and potentially being a part of that journey. The keys will offer rewards. So our advertising wall, when that is now becomes available, will have a contract that is built. So anyone that owns a key will see how their keys are performing. And not only that, as the advertising wall continues to grow, now we start offering ads. A portion of that revenue, 10%, goes back to those key holders if you own something called our master keys. We have another set of keys. The keys are broken into three tiers, three types of keys. So we have our master keys, kingdom keys, and our legendary keys. They're tiered. Master key would be our entry, but it's not just an entry. It's a great product. It's 250 of those. Those will offer you ad rewards. In our advertising system, in our ecosystem, we're going to do a kickback. You'll be able to go in and see, hey, you have 1 key, 5 key, 20 keys, and then you'll be able to claim a portion of the revenues coming through advertising. If you have a kingdom key, I'm going to build something I call a sniper swap. I'll talk about it. I don't mind. So people love snipers, people love bots, people love swaps, and all these different things. So I aim to have one of the most powerful swaps, snipers, bots, so Maestro, all these different things people are used to. But I'm going to formulate that in one of the best UIs available, period. So I'm going to just take the best perks of everything. So if people want to ape into a project launching, check this out. I go to the product in the gram. And now a product's launching, I'm not worried about all these random pancake swaps or whatever things, fake box popping up. I could be in a voice chat and I could chat in a community without having to worry. Now the product, the dev can drop the contract. He doesn't need to even drop it. Add it to the dedicated contract destination. Now me as a user, oh, project, oh, there's the link. The contract's available. I simply click it. When I click it, guess what happens? I can instantly see the chart. I don't need to go to Dex Screener, Dex Tools, or anywhere because the Gram also has a built-in chart. Now you can see every single thing. It is not available all, but it's coming, and it's great. But so now you'll be able to see the chart, but it's a chart in a very, very unique way because now you can see the chart, but you can also buy instantly right there and there without having to leave Telegram, for example. Go to your wallet. No, let's start over. Leave Telegram. Now we have to decrypt those weird things that people do. They send the contract address, but it's with text, or they mess it up. They're separated, and I have to add it to your notes and all this nonsense. But in the Gram, just click a button, click the contract. It'll instantly take you to the chart if you want to watch it, or you can just buy it because the Gram would also have a built-in wallet. So every single thing and aspect of, wait, I can join the group, I can monitor my investment, I can track my investment, I can swap my investment, but then I am getting it at the fastest speeds and at really, really good rates. That's really, really bullish. So all those different things, that's what the Gram composes of, plus VIP rooms, game rooms, and all these different areas. And one of my favorite thing, we will also have a metaverse. So yes, and I'm talking about Ready Player One type level, not silly this with 2D graphics. I'm talking about one of the best things that anyone will ever witness because that's just what I'm about. I want to create an experience that is like none other. And that's why I tell people, believe me, I've done this before. I'm not someone that's coming into the space with just a wild dream. I've owned over 100 apps. I can say that confidently and back it up. I've done this many different times. So that's when I say I came in and I intentionally put a half behind product out. I'm not gonna show my full hand. This is strategy. This is crypto. This is Wild West. So I show you a portion of what I can do while I get the real work done. So right now, I've secured. I'm expanding on my team. I recently made several fires and several rehires. I've brought in a ton of good people. I'm expanding from business to operations to marketing because where I'm trying to take this is no joke. I'm not trying to create $1 million product. I'm trying to create a multi-billion-dollar product. And how to do it takes a lot of hard work, correction, figuring out what works. But you also have to start with good foundation. Make sure your business have good structure. Do it the right way. Have good, strong support, and make sure you have a financial backing. That's why I didn't do a token. I put my own money where my mouth was and built this and built this and built this and spent 6 figures to figure it out, to do the market research, to do the testing, to say when I do go to a VC, hey, I don't need your money to figure it out. I need your money to grow so we can all make money quickly and together. So that's what the Gram is. And I thank you, bro, for bringing me back out. We've been working, we've been silent, but we're up to something mega, like major. And that's just what I love. So yeah, sorry to ramble on and on. If
No.
a version of the Gram is available, right now we've had some issues with Android. I'm not gonna lie, that's part of the fires I mentioned. My thing is, if you can't deliver, I'm not gonna sit here and complain. We're gonna figure out how to get it done. So I restructured. I had to do some difficult decisions, but at the end of the day, I gave a promise to a community that I intend to deliver. And that's where we are. And finally, after a year and a half, almost 2 years, which I'm still in my time frame of 2 years, when I closed down the Shampoo Lounge, after building such a successful lounge very quickly, I just saw that, man, if I keep pushing this, I'm going to be pushing something that's broken, something that's not right, pushing fraud in Telegram. Nah, I want to own what we're doing. If someone comes into our ecosystem, I mean, you don't mean business. If you're a cheat, if you're a this, if you're a scammer, okay, get out. This is not the platform for you. We work and we operate in excellence, and we work and operate with some real people. So that's what we are. We're confident in what we're doing. We're confident in what we've done, and we're confident in what we're about to do. So if you're a confident person, you like to make money, you like to be a part of something revolutionary potentially, at least check us out. It's free to download. It'll always be free. So we won't charge anyone to say, hey, let me check out what these guys are up to. You like it, connect with us, and it's as simple as that. So yeah, if any questions, I'll hang around. I have some time. I definitely carved out some time. I like what you've done about the DeFi Dojo. I like the rebranding. You've done a great job. I'm a fan. Me and JB, we talk often. We talk often as well when we catch up. So again, I thank you for your time. And if any questions, anyone can ask later on and drop us a DM.
I
Appreciate it, bro.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate fantastic job with with the presentation over here. You nailed it. You covered everything. I did kind of like want you to cover like the NFTs, the keys, etc. But yeah, you covered everything. Again, check them out. I have pinned in our space here both of the apps, Android and iOS. Give it a try. I've been following them since actually we had our first AMA back then
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Telegram.
Yep.
I bought
You've
my
been
key
supporting.
back then, and
Yeah.
yeah, just keep supporting. I bought it, and it's been like a long, I think like 8 months, 10 months. But yeah, I truly believe that you will deliver on what you are building over there. You have the passion. You are really passionate about what you are doing, and you are taking feedback, man. That's really important. You are taking feedback, and I know you've been when you released. Oh no, when I brought you some feedback about some changes when I was on the VC there, you were like, no, yeah, just stay around, bring me more feedback, bring something that's broken, I will fix it. So that's really important.
Thank you, my friend. Yes, it is, and that's just how we build a really good product is by being able to have a vision, but know how to listen, know how to understand. Hey, I need to be able to compromise somewhere so I can deliver and have people to love what you're trying to create. So that's what I had to do, find a balance, and I believe that's what we've done. And so we're integrating, we're upgrading. Beautiful UI, and that UI is going to also translate into a brand new dashboard for the web. So the web's coming, new iOS is coming. iOS and Android will have the same UI. They will be both just working together, flow into our new dashboard. We'll then update an iPad designated version, a Mac OS version, and then we'll start creating additional widgets as well. And it's just gonna grow. And then when we get everything ready, yes, the gram will eventually have a token. So people that are like, "Whoa, it's finally done." Now we can be, eat. Now we can have the rewards. Now we can do things, the flashy things, and all that good stuff. Yes, we'll have parties and events and all that cool stuff too. Gram is an experience. I promise you guys that. So yeah, check us out. Appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely, anytime, bro. So that was the gram, everyone. Check them out. Check their app. Join over there. Create an account. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And yeah, if you have any questions, join their Telegram and ask over there. Right on. And next up, we have Edgefolio. So my friend MVP has joined their team recently, and yeah, he brought this project. Actually, a few months, a few weeks ago before they launch. He's really excited about the project and what they are building over there. We don't know much about the project because they have not had an AMA with us. But yeah, really excited to bring them on stage and see what they are building. Welcome, my
Ciao,
friends.
ciao, DeFi. Thank you. I thought you'd never get round to me. Thank you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, very good, very good. So look, first and foremost, I want to get a bit more life, a bit more energy into the conversation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away $100 worth of eFolio tokens by the time that you and I have finished speaking to anyone who finds my comment on this AMA and replies to it, tagging us, hashtag Edgefolio, hashtag eFolio as well. And I'm going to pick out a random winner by the time that you and I have finished our conversation, and give $100 worth of eFolio tokens to someone who
Let's
does that.
go. Let's go.
Yeah,
And make sure to follow them. If you don't follow them, of course, you are disqualified. It's a
yeah, absolutely.
pretty, it's the easiest step that you can do, everyone in here. And please give a follow to everyone here, each other. Let's grow together. Let's support each other. Edgefolio,
Exactly.
tell us, what do you guys build over there? What are you guys doing?
So before I explain exactly what we do, let me ask you a question. How long have you been in crypto?
Roughly 3 years.
And I'm assuming you've obviously made a good bit of money. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in the position that you are right now, right?
I wouldn't assume that.
Yeah. Well, the point is, right, it takes a lot of finding. Yeah. It takes a lot of research experience to actually find good projects. That's why these AMAs take place. That's why, you know, great people like yourself, great communities like yourself have these things so that other crypto investors can basically gain a bit of experience and get a bit of knowledge into what current projects are doing at the moment, right? That part is probably the most painstaking, stressful, annoying part of the whole reason why people get into crypto, right? It's the hard work. What Edgefolio does is basically do all of the hard lifting for investors, right? So Edgefolio, we built a Edge fund, and what we do is we manage our own money, our own proprietary funds, and we basically distribute 75% of our profits to our holders. Okay, it's really simple. You buy our token, you stake it during the staking windows, and when we have ETH to claim, it gets distributed to the staking pool, and then depending on how much of the tokens that you own, which are totally staked, that is the percentage that you will receive in ETH. And currently, as it stands right now, we are the highest rewarding fund management project in the industry right now per user, per holder. And the reason we can say that is because the amount of ETH that we've distributed so far since incorporation is very similar to all the other funds. So there's nothing too exciting to get, there's nothing too sort of exciting to say about that. But in terms of what we have in terms of our holders, individually, because we have a lower amount of holders and a smaller market cap, our rewards per user is actually the highest amount. So average reward claim is around sort of 0.1 to 0.3 ETH per user. And that's done on a weekly basis. So far we've distributed just over 27 ETH in rewards to our holders, and they've been able to claim that from our dashboard. And we're currently working on a number of other utilities, a number of other exciting parts of how we can develop the fund, how we can develop the trading strategy, how we can make it more diverse, more accessible to smaller users as well as our bigger players. If you check out our chart, it's very stable, and that's simply because our whales are getting very, very good rewards. So
Are
if
there
anyone's
any
interested,
requirements? Are
yeah, go
there,
on.
sorry to cut you off. Are there any requirements in order for people to receive rewards, like, any threshold in terms of tokens that you need to hold, or do you have anything else in place?
Yes, there is a threshold. You are required to hold just one eFolio token, and you will be entitled to rewards.
Boom.
As I mentioned earlier, we have a leaderboard system, which basically means the more that you stake, the more of your tokens that you stake, if you own, let's say, 50% of the total tokens staked, you are entitled to claim 50% of what's deposited to the staking pool. Okay, so it's a bit of a whales game. We've got some very friendly whales in our community. They're very, very happy with our results, obviously. And again, if you're not so much of a bigger player, you can still grab yourself some tokens. You can get yourself anywhere up to 1% of what's put into the staking pool. So, again, if you're putting 10 ETH, if we're putting 10 ETH into the staking pool rewards, then you're still walking away with 1%. And that's on a weekly basis as well. So that's all that's required.
Awesome. And in terms of the token itself, what drives the price up? Let's say, is it only the reward kind of like part that you guys have over there, or is there something else? In case, like, people, as you said, there might not be whales, right? So might not be worth for them to get in there for the reward part, but might come for the price action.
Sure.
What drives, is there, do you have anything else in place that kind of like drives the price up other than the staking part for people buying, staking, and
Sure. So currently we're basically doing a huge AMA tour. We're just getting going with our marketing. As you mentioned, MVP has been a great addition to the team. We've had a completely restructuring of the team. We've now got some big players on board. They've been very, very helpful. We're now just starting to get the word out there. We're now starting to speak to other communities, make other partnerships, and really start to develop exactly what we've set out to do. And the reason why we've done this is so that we can get more exposure. And eventually soon people will understand the kind of rewards that we're giving away. is actually the best in the market at the moment. So, and on top of that, we're obviously building a load of other utilities. Now everything works perfectly. The trading strategies that we use, the trading setup, the rewards that we're receiving, everything works pretty smoothly. So all we're doing essentially is now building outwards. So we're bringing in new utility for token holders, we're bringing in new utility for our NFT holders, and we're just going to continuously keep growing outwards because the base product, the main utility, which is what we set out the project to do, is working very smoothly. So we're very impressed and happy, and yeah, we're excited to keep seeing it move on.
Awesome. And yeah, when it comes to the price, etc., it's still early. Again, with everything, I
Early.
know what you guys are building over there. So
Yeah.
yeah, kind of like the price, it's really attractive. I would say in a way. In terms now of kind of like again, because the more people that will stake, etc., the rewards will be diluted. The more people that will come on board. So your trading pool, wallet, or whatever you have over there, how is that founded, and does it keep kind of like becoming bigger and bigger? Is part of the kind of like earnings, the revenue going back to it?
Sure. So I'll explain about how we started. We did a very small private sale before we launched. We raised 75 ETH in less than a week. 20 ETH of that fund, of that raise, sorry, has been deposited into the Edge fund, and that's our principal. So that's our initial capital that we use for trading. We don't require any sort of input into that, simply because the profit that we make is obviously reimbursing the initial capital at all times. So the initial balance of 20 ETH is always kept. And then obviously everything realized from over that point is then what we then deposit into the staking pools or the rewards pool. So in terms of funds and managed funds and keeping it stable, we've pretty much got that covered. The way that we trade is very particular. So myself and some very, very clever individuals, we worked on an algorithm for over 2 years to basically pinpoint projects which we believe could potentially turn out into great success. And without that algorithm, without the knowledge of how to kind of pick out these particular signals, we're not able to get involved with projects sub 10K. And we're talking some of the biggest projects that people have heard of currently. We're talking Fine, 7K market cap we got in that with 4 wallets. We're talking Dork Lord, again, at sub 10K. We're talking OX Liquidity released recently. All of these great projects, we're all able to get involved at a very, very low market cap, which is then obviously increasing our profit return, which is then rewarded into our holders. So for us, it's extremely important that all the other projects that you have on your show, all the other projects you have in your AMA, keep doing what they're doing. Because without these guys doing the great work, we're unable to find projects which are good. So I'm a huge advocate of good devs, huge advocate of project leaders, people like MVP, great connectors in the market, and making sure that they just basically keep continuing this momentum throughout the market, because we're, as everyone keeps calling it, the bear market. Even though we're still managing to make 10 ETH in a week, and that's down purely to project managers releasing good projects and communities as well coming together in those projects as well. So
well said, man. Well said. Right on point over there. Yeah, definitely. Devs kind of like working and building strong projects, and communities coming together and supporting these projects is it's key. Otherwise, there is no point of crypto, and there is no point of investment if there is no support from both of the sides. Now, in regards of that bot, that for the early play, etc., is this something that you guys are going to release for the public, or is going to remain, under your control only, and for the purpose of the project?
So with obviously, I think actually one of the previous hosts, so one of the previous guys, guests that you had on, talked about, snipers, about, front runners, and about competition. In order to get into a project at a very, very early stage, it's vital that you have at least as minimal competition as possible. So we keep our algorithm proprietary. We keep it as secret as we can. The wallets are not public wallets, and that's simply because we cannot have hundreds and thousands of people following our wallets, front running, and
Exactly.
effectively picking up these projects. So it's important for us that we keep as much of that information proprietary as possible, which is exactly what we're doing. That being said, we also have a linked project which we most recently turned into a subscription only, which essentially we essentially have a more of a safer version of the algorithm, because our algorithm, because we have so much funds to trade with, for us to carry a loss, it's okay. But we realize that some people don't have those kind of funds to be carrying the kind of losses on some of the unsuccessful trades to find the good ones. So we've created a sort of a safer version of the algorithm, and it's $100 a month, just subscription only, and all the signals get placed in there. So, and it's a bit of proof of work, that there is actually an algorithm that has actually proven to show some good alpha calls. So yeah, that's an option as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And what could you say is kind of like the win ratio of the kind of like the signals that the bot brings for the Edge Folio one?
So it's ups and downs. Like I say, I really, really want devs, project owners, teams to be building as much as possible, just so that they can present us with these kind of opportunities. Because without those opportunities, the fund is nothing. So for us, it's really important that devs keep doing their thing, communities keep getting together, project managers keep helping out, so that you can create these great projects that we can invest in. But to give you an idea, so our first couple of weeks worth of trading, obviously things go up, things go down. We're able to get into some projects which are able to show us up to 100 ETH in every wallet that we have, which is we trade with 4 wallets in total. So it really does go up and down. And the thing is, with the strategy itself, getting into the project isn't necessarily the hard part. It's actually finding the right exit. When is the right time to sell? And that's something that we're developing over time. We're pretty stuck with what's called a 100x strategy. So essentially, we buy into a token and sell it automatically at 100x. That then guarantees us profit. But we've been in situations before where we've sold at 100x and it's actually gone on to do 1000x. So for us, the selling side of the strategy is something that we're developing with some very, very close team members. It requires a lot of research. There's only so much data that you can collect from a contract or from a holder's count or a sniper accounts to kind of get an idea as to where the project's going to go. It's more so much of what do the community think? How is the community feeling about it? Is it being discussed in any private groups? And that's just something that unfortunately a bot or any bot or algorithm cannot pick up. So it requires a slight bit of human element, but we're trying to minimize the human element as much as possible so that we can just consistently show returns on a weekly basis.
Yeah, that's a good problem over there to have if you will sell 100x or 1000x. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm pretty sure everyone would agree with that. But no,
Yeah.
man, pretty solid what you have built over there, and well, when seeing MVP, his excitement by joining the team the other day and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure that solid stuff are coming from your side. That's why I said, like, I think you are about 180k market cap to 100k.
240 was the last time I checked. But it gives you an idea. Like, I don't, my mindset isn't based on our market cap, and it's quite peculiar for a dev to sort of say that, because obviously a lot of people want their initial investment from tokens to be rewarding in the long run, right? But I know first-hand experience, because I've seen it happen many times and I've physically seen it work on a regular basis, that the rewards that we'll be able to distribute will easily bypass any profit that you will make just by investing into the token. So for anyone listening now, you're at the very early stages purely because this is the beginning of our sort of new marketing campaign, new marketing strategy. Anyone that's been buying now, regardless of if the token goes up or down, you will consistently make money from this project. Just as long as we are trading and just as long as devs keep debbing and projects keep launching. So that's the exciting part to know that, you know, we're not going anywhere regardless of our market cap. You will still be rewarded finally.
Yeah, absolutely. But it gives a good and early entry, especially, and even for those who might want, stake. Like, they can get a bigger bag, a bigger cut of the cake at such an early stage. So, yeah, definitely, I would encourage everyone to check them out. I know that there is a lot more to learn about the project. We have not had an AMA with them, but yeah, it's really worth to have a look. Have a read on the white paper and the website over there. Any questions, ask on their Telegram. I see some of you already joined. Noah, please make sure you take better notes next time. But
Yeah, come
man,
and hang out
no.
with the team. Come and hang out with the team. I mean, I try to be in the physical chat as much as possible. I sort of check in most mornings and most evenings. My main focus is obviously looking at the sustainability, the algorithm, making sure that the profit taking is correct and the team is working, in conjunction. So, but we've got a great moderators, admins team. We've got a great management team. So come in, any questions that you've got, they're all well equipped with the knowledge and information to answer any questions that you guys have. And worst case worst, just drop me a DM. I'm always available. Always able to chat. Yeah, just come over and give us any